Toronto FC won last year's Canadian Championship in thrilling and dramatic fashion. The road to back-to-back starts Tuesday night in our nation's capital. Gareth Wheeler with you, and happy Victoria Day long weekend. And yes, it's that time of the year. The Canadian Championship is back, and the stakes huge this time around. This is the 10th edition of the tournament, and Toronto FC has won 5, but this year, there's a little bit extra added edge. You see, Toronto FC won last year's Canadian Championship, understanding that they would qualify for the CONCACAF Champions League, but the format of the Champions League, it changed. Thus did the qualification, and that's why Toronto FC, because of last year's win, did not receive automatic entry into that tournament. So they need to win the 2017 edition of the Canadian Championship to qualify. Yes, it's a little bit confusing, and yes, there are still some hard feelings, as TFC deserves they should be there to begin with. Now, if Toronto FC doesn't win this year's edition of the tournament, they can still go through the back door, as they would take on whoever wins the Canadian Championship in a single game showdown to see who advances to the CONCACAF Champions League. Never mind all that, there's 4 teams that remain standing as Ottawa got past Edmonton in the qualification round. Toronto FC takes on the Ottawa Fury. The Montreal Impact takes on the Vancouver Whitecaps. Both teams in both matchups, they play out in a 2-legged competition, with the first leg for TFC and on the other side of things going Tuesday night. TFC, they can expect some squad rotation. They're going through a very difficult juncture of their schedule yet again. 5 games in just 15 days. So you can expect some USL call-ups, some TFC2 players, and individuals in need of minutes to get some playing time come Tuesday night. But the Ottawa Fury will be a difficult out for Toronto FC, stepping up to take on an MLS team. And remember, 3 Canadian players need to be in the starting 11 for all teams participating in this tournament. So a complicated situation, but one that Gregg, the head coach, is really embracing.
Very important. We want to obviously lift another trophy. We want to keep the trophy here in Toronto. And second is, given the circumstances, we want to secure our spot in the Champions League for next year. And so one of the ways of doing that is winning this championship again.
Yeah, it's massive. We got it last year, and we want to hold on to it this year again. So it's massive. We want to play Champions League football, so this is where we need to be decisive and come out again with the championship.
The Ottawa Fury are managed by Paul Dalglish, the son of Kenny Dalglish, the Liverpool legend, and those ties with Liverpool remain throughout the team. Bruce Grobbelaar, the Liverpool legendary goalkeeper, he's part of the coaching staff, and there's ties to TFC as well, as Julian de Guzman is the assistant coach, the former Toronto FC midfielder. They're a well-balanced team, but they don't have that one-star player. Ryan Williams, very good from dead ball situations, and goalkeeper Callum Irving did very well against FC Edmonton, just to qualify for this stage of the tournament. Looking forward to this. The Canadian tournament is always special. You can watch the first leg in Ottawa Tuesday night, 7 p.m. on TSN 1.